is Rita. Welcome back to my channel and I hope you're all doing well. Today I'm going to be talking about the Mandela Effect. If you guys have never heard of the Mandela Effect, it's a quite common effect. It's pretty well known and famous. This effect was named after Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela was a political leader, a lawyer, and also a anti-apartheid activist. If you guys don't know what a apartheid is, it's basically a form of racism. He fought against that and he ended up in jail for that for 27 years. Because Mandela resisted the racial division, he was well known at the time, and because of that the news stations would report on him, and a lot of people, a large amount of people, remember seeing the news of his death in prison, which wasn't actually true. They just remember something that never happened being broadcasted on TV. A lot of people remember Mandela dying in the 80s, 1980s, around that time, and seeing that on TV. But Mandela didn't die until 2013. Fiona Broome coined the term Mandela Effect. She started noticing these phenomena. She started seeing things that many people remembered but wasn't actually the truth. So she started a blog, a website to share these experiences. A lot of people started stepping forward and sharing their experiences similar to Mandela's, like seeing things that weren't actually true. A large amount of people actually remembered that Mandela died in the 80s, which isn't true. That's basically the Mandela Effect. It's when a large amount of people, a large group of people believe an event occurred when it didn't. But there's a lot more to it did not. It's theorized that a human being can switch between alternate universes and realities for a couple seconds and retain the memories. This is actually explained by quantum physics, which isn't well understood yet, so you cannot say it's not real. You cannot prove that the Mandela Effect and alternate universes aren't real yet. So until then, it can be real or it cannot, so you cannot prove it. I'm going to show you guys some examples. The first one is Luke, I am your father, and as a Star Wars super fan, because I love Star Wars, I've watched all the movies, and for me it's mind-boggling that a few years ago when I heard of the Mandela Effect, I had to go back because I know I heard Luke, I am your father, but in reality is actually no, I am your father. And Luke and no, I think you can mishear that. It's impossible. So I'm going to play the clip right now.
With our combined strength, we can end this destructive conflict and bring order to the galaxy.
I'll never join you!
If you only knew the power of the dark side. Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father.
He told me enough. He told me you killed him.
No. I am your father.
Darth Vader tells Luke that he is his father in episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. Apparently, Vader told Luke no, but I clearly remember Luke. Even in TV when I was little, I would remember seeing short clips of this used in commercials and everything, and it was Luke, not no. Next one is Mirror Mirror on the Wall. So I think we've all seen the Disney classic, the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, it's one of my favorites, and there's an iconic scene where the evil queen stares in the mirror and goes, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?" And I came to find out it's never been mirror, mirror, it's magic mirror. So I can't believe that. It's odd to me how so many people remember it being mirror, mirror. So it's possible that in an alternate reality it was mirror, mirror. This actually ruins my childhood because all this time I've been seeing it And the next one will be the Looney Tunes. Who has never seen the Looney Tunes? It's one of my favorite cartoons. I would turn on the TV and just sit in front of it and watch it because I loved it. But I found out it's not Looney Tunes with two O's, but Looney Tunes with a U. So that's kind of messed up because I remember it being two O's, and it's not because of the Looney that I remember the two O's. I remember being it Looney Tunes with two O's. So 4 O's total. Who's never played Monopoly, right? I've played Monopoly ever since I was little, so I can remember when was the first time because I love this game. And I also remember the little guy having a monocle on his eye. And he actually doesn't, so where does the monocle come from? How do our brains just put a little monocle on it? And this cannot be a false memory, right? Now this one is special for me. This is about Pikachu's tail. When I was 6 years old, my dad got me a Nintendo DS. It was a pink Nintendo, and my first game was a Pokemon game. And I would play it like for hours on end. And Pikachu has always been a favorite for me. I love the little guy. And my whole life, I remember Pikachu. And I actually drew Pikachu a lot when I was little. I remember the tip of Pikachu's tail being black. And it's not black. There's no black. There's just a yellow tail. And it boggles me because I remember seeing the tip of the tail black. I also used to watch a lot of Flintstones, so I kind of remember seeing the intro and everything, and I realized it's Flintstones with two T's and not Flintstones like everyone else says. So how do you say Flintstones with two T's? I remember it being with just one T. And I remember my dad saying Flintstones with just one T. And how does that happen? These are just some examples. I'm going to make this one short. But the Mandela Effect is pretty much real. People remembering a lot of things that aren't real, like false memories. But how does how does such a large group of people remember false memories? People that never encountered each other, they don't know each other, but they remember the same thing. It's very odd to me, and I do believe the possibility of alternate universes. Stephen Hawking believed that too. So, if a scientist believes, why couldn't I believe? But it's up to anyone to believe whatever they want. I'm entitled to my own opinion, and I'm not pushing my beliefs into anyone. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And until next time, bye!